There we go. Hi.
Hello there.
How are you doing?
Not bad in yourself.
Not bad at all. It's really, really good to see you.
Likewise.
So welcome. I am fighting and winning with this cold.
I see.
So don't mind the sounds. So welcome to the show. Welcome to our authors interview series, the not so up close but personal interview series with authors. Everyone, please meet Kelly Phillips. He is the brilliant author. Please tell them about your book. Please tell them what it is called. We'd love to hear from you first.
Well, the namesake of my book is entitled Who Holds the Power?
Say it again.
Oh, the name of my title is Who Holds the Power?
Say it one more time.
Oh, sorry.
No. I can hear you. I really like the title of your book, so I like hearing you say it.
Oh, even better. Okay. The title is called Who Holds the Power?
Yeah. Would you mind telling us a little bit about what it's about?
Of course. Well, the story it's about a coming of age youngster who finally confronts an ongoing issue. The story is set in Chicago, circa late 1980s. And there's a lot of humor, a lot of fun, laughter, a few romantic moments. But the key platform, even though the story is fiction, it talks about bullying. Another increasing pandemic.
I love it.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Basically, the rewards and the benefits when you stand up for yourself and push back, as well as the consequences against those who dare to employ it.
I love that. In fact, can you tell us where you got your title from? And then I really want to know, like, the real feeling behind the inspiration of the book. Like, is this a true story?
Interesting enough, I'm glad you asked it. I'm glad you asked. Funny enough, my nephew, he's my key witness, my only witness. It all started 14 years ago. I was actually playing a video game on my PlayStation. I was playing Resident Evil Survivor, and halfway through the game, let me see, the antagonist, his name was Vincent. He left a diary. In the diary, he boldly admitted how he spread the virus on this place called Sheena Island, your name. Interesting. That was actually the name of the place, Sheena Island.
No way.
But anyway, he unleashed the T-virus, and he quoted, "Now they know who holds the power." And for some reason at the time, my nephew and I, we thought that was funny. And that expression, it stuck to me all year, who holds the power? When it came time to write, there's my title.
Yeah, so you had your title before you wrote your book.
Exactly.
Ha, I love that. I love that. It's funny because usually when I write, I come up with the title afterwards, but I love this. Okay, so tell me, like, do you have experience being bullied or being the bully in life?
Of course.
Were you the bullier or the bullied?
Well, actually, of course, I was a bully. I never took anything lying down.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, okay, so this is part of, like, this is my favorite part because when I get to speak, well, sort of face-to-face, but really we're face-to-face with an author, I get this chance to really, like, can you tell me, like, the realest feelings? And, like, because you wrote this book, and I would imagine the intention behind this book was to sort of free yourself of some of the feelings that you have, but also to help others shift the way that they are doing things in their lives. Mm-hmm. So if you could, I'm probably going to make you do this a couple times in this interview, but if you could speak directly to the camera and talk to the little boy or the little girl or the big boy and big girl getting bullied, if you wouldn't mind sharing with them a piece of wisdom.
Well, whatever you do, if you could, of course, you would definitely have to sit up for yourself and push back.
Yeah.
Yeah, fight only when it's absolutely necessary. Only when all means of diplomacy is exhausted.
Ha.
If you could talk your way out of it, that's excellent. It does pay to get peace and chance, but otherwise, there's always plan B.
Yeah, I hear you. I love that. For those of you who haven't realized yet, Mr. Phillips is a man of few words, which is why his book is so very enticing. Because a man who doesn't speak a lot but is able to share his wisdom on paper is someone who is really going to help you see the world a little differently. And everyone knows that Discovering Diversity Publishing is really about shifting paradigms, shifting the ways that we see things in the world. So why your book is particularly important to me as a person is because it helps with any age group of people who are experiencing things that are difficult. Our experience, and I mean, like, that really speaks to every single person in the world. Right?
Of course.
So could you tell me a little bit about your writing process for the person who's watching this and who is starting to write or thinking about writing? Could you share with us your writing process a little bit?
I'm sorry, I need an example.
Well, like, when you first began writing, what was that like? Did you like have this idea and it came to you and you like sat up all night writing? I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe you did this.
I couldn't stop writing. It was as though something had gone off, literally. The first time I actually wrote all night, and so it's time for me to go to work.
Yeah. And so were you pumped up? Were you fired up? Like, what was that like?
Exactly. Even though I couldn't stop writing, on the train, on the bus, even when I got a break, I couldn't stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what writing is about. And for those of you who have ideas about writing and thoughts about it, you heard it from Mr. Phillips. You have to just keep going. Just write it. And like he said, it's really hard. I know the feeling. There's been nights where I literally I can't do anything else but get it out. And I remember someone once told me that you're a writer when, and this is like maybe before we had lots of computers all the time, but you're a writer when you always have a pen and paper nearby. So were you writing on paper or were you writing with the computer?
For a number of years, mostly on paper.
So what was that transcribing like bringing it from paper to the computer?
It was just anticipation on both ends. I couldn't wait to get to the computer. I couldn't wait to get to my desktop. Now I have a laptop.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, tell me your least favorite part of the process of getting a book out to the world.
Let me see. My least, that's easy.
Oh, I'm excited. What is it?
Just the time that I'll have to go with time. Just the time that it takes.
Yeah.
But it pays off.
Do you mean like the time that it takes to finish writing it, or to finish getting it published, like edited, published, formatted, printed? Do you mean all of that?
Oh, that's a good question. My schedule. Even though I currently work at night, which now gives me the home court advantage.
Yeah.
But I have to definitely go with my time frame.
I get it. It's funny because I hear from authors very often that their least favorite part is the editing process. So, like, I probably say this in every interview. And with so many people who are on this series, I've helped in some way editing their book. And I would say that almost every person I've ever edited for, when I ask them to go back through their book again, they're like, what? Again? And it is a really, really funny thing. So it's amazing to me to hear you say that it was really just the time that it takes that is the least of your favorite part. So you would have liked it to have gone faster?
Oh, now that I'm working on my second installment, I managed to acquire a little patience.
What's the next one called? Can I ask you that?
Of course you can. Well, actually, it's entitled The Golden Cub. Come here, enter the Golden Cub. Kind of like Roman English. Who holds the power of book 2?
I love that. Okay. So if you were to, I'm trying to say this in a way, like, tell me what really, like, what are the realest feelings? So I'm sure you've watched some of our Real Feelings Authors Have clips, right?
Right.
And so some of the things that like the real feelings that we have in terms of, oh my goodness, I wrote this, I loved it, oh my God, I hate it, right? What are the real feelings that you've had in terms of completing your first book?
About reading it?
Completing it. I know my nose is stuffy, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was actually more than relieved and overjoyed. Interesting enough, you asked, it actually took me a good 10 years to complete the first story. Initially, I started on it in 2002. Of course, I went through the traditional process.
Yeah.
Despite the rejection letters, I was actually still motivated. Even though I was a little bit younger, I was a little impatient, but I still pushed forward anyway. I was still determined.
Yeah. So go ahead.
I've actually got a thing for it since I was 13. I've always enjoyed writing ever since.
Amazing. Amazing. I love that, actually. At some point, you'll have to hear Gail Moran, children's book author, but she had mentioned that her book was about 15 or 20 years in the making. Like, she had written it and put it down and forgot all about it. And so I love hearing these stories of, it's like perseverance without it being like, oh, this is so deeply persevering. It's like you had an idea and you kept going.
Exactly.
Right? It's deep in that, without all of the giant marketing behind and like looming sounds. It's deep because you're one man who just made a choice to finish something. So I applaud you very sincerely on that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So if you could leave us 2 pieces of wisdom for the author, for the person who's desiring to become an author, who just has been too scared to write things down, if you could give them 2 pieces of wisdom, what would you leave for them?
Ed, just don't give up. Stay the course.
Stay the course. Yeah.
It can be done.
I love that. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Kelly Phillips, the author of He Who Holds the Power. Who Holds the Power? Did I say it right?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the reason that the title, it sticks on my head in a way that makes me so excited. It's one of those, how do you say that? It makes me feel like something big is happening, and that I have the power. That's what it makes me think. The first time I saw it, it was like, I do. So thank you so much for joining us. You can find Kelly's book on discoveringdiversitypublishing.com. Kelly, I am eternally grateful for your time, for coming to sit with us, even for these few minutes. I appreciate your work, I appreciate your book, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. And I thank you as well.
All right. Peace and blessings, and I will see you next time for your next book.
Pleasure. Look forward to it.
Okay. Bye now.
Ciao.